Welcome to the Top of the Morning Show. It's your girl TT from the D. I want to thank you for stopping by this morning. I'm aware that there are several other podcast platforms that you could have listened to this morning, but you chose to rock out with the Top of the Morning Show. What's your girl TT from the D? And for that, I am grateful and I am humbled. I hope that you have some great plans for this weekend. I know I do. I have rehearsal tonight because we are getting ready to have a phenomenal fashion show on tomorrow, Saturday, April 6th at the Bliss Event Center in Inkster, Michigan. So if you are in the D and you are looking for a one-of-a-kind outfit, a one-of-a-kind item, you want to network, you want to politic, you want to meet some great designers, models, entrepreneurs, you definitely want to be in the building. The sounds will be provided by DJ Why Not, and what is hosted by your girl TT from the D. Shout out to the founders, CEO, and COO of A&B Fashionista, Addie and Brittany. They are getting ready to put it down come tomorrow. It's a long time coming, and it's going to be amazing. It gets better each year, and this is their third year, and it's my third year, and I'm super excited, and I'm very honored to be chosen once again to host their fashion show. Now, I wanted to share with you guys this morning. I'm not going to hold you long because it's Friday, and I want you to have a great day. But I just want to talk about shining. When no one's looking, I hope you know you're shining. But people are always looking. That's why it's important to always shine. So the hot topic for today is you never know who's watching. And this is true. Let me give you a really quick example this morning. I was in the market yesterday after work. Had to grab some stuff for Cody because he had to do something special for his cooking class for today or whatever, okay? There was this older couple that they were parked next to me, and then they were getting out and they were walking towards the store. I got out, it was sprinkling, right? And the way I saw that man look at that woman, because I could see the side peripheral view, and she looked back at him. And then they proceeded to walk towards the market. He put his arms around her, his left arm around her. She put her right arm around his waist. He kissed her on the forehead and just kept looking at her. They're laughing and talking and they're walking in together with the same energy. And I said, it's the way he looked at her. It was beautiful. And I said, I know people have often told me, you and Swift got an energy that's just contagious, And I'm like, you hear those things and you take it like, oh, okay. So I was in the market. We're in the fruit and vegetable area, right? And I said, I'm going to go tell her that I love the way he looked at her and I love the energy. But I was like, no, I don't want to approach her. And she's like, what? Or whatever. And I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I was getting a lemon, and she was looking at oranges. And I said, excuse me. She turned around. I said, I just have to let you know that I love the way your husband looks at you. And she smiled. She was like, I'm sorry, what? And I said, I love the way that your husband looks at you. I said, the way you guys were walking into the store, I said, it was beautiful. And I said, I want to tell you, you never know who's watching, and to keep that energy going. Because it was beautiful and it's encouraging. I said, and I'm a podcaster amongst many things. And I'm going to mention this in my show tomorrow. So she said, wow, thank you. She says, we've been married 47 years. I was like, wow. She said, yeah. She was like, what's the name of your show? I said, it's the Top of the Morning Show with TT from the D. You can hear it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. I said, but I definitely want to let you know that you guys inspired me to talk about You Never Know Who's Watching. Because you didn't know I was watching you guys. And she smiled. She said, thank you so much. I said, you're welcome. And I proceeded to walk on off. And I thought to myself, everybody wants to be looked at the way that man looked at her. Ladies, our husbands want to be looked at in a way that says, I love you. I love you from the core of who you are to the outer appearance of who people know you to be. And fellas, we want to be loved the same way. It's amazing when you think about life, love, happiness, sadness, relationships. Some relationships are never meant to be, and we try to make them be something they not. And that's where we go wrong, right? We go totally wrong. And then some are just waiting to happen. I want to leave you with a few quotes this morning that you can carry along your life journey in regards to you never know who's watching. And I will give you, because I will not own the credit. It's not mine to own, but I will share with you who said it. Here's one. Just because you don't see it right away doesn't mean it's not there. So laugh under the stars, dance in the rain, and howl at the moon. Because you never know who's watching. Erica Hayes wrote that. I have to say there was a song I was listening to also yesterday. I don't really know the title, but I know in the lyrics it says, I hope you dance. And I was just like, wow. In this life, we go through so many things. Not always good, not always bad. Sometimes in between, right? And we don't know who sees us crying. They may never even approach us. We could be in passing. I know it's been plenty of times I've been in my car and I might have gotten full of my spirit, or I might have been going through something, or something happened to somebody I know, care, love, what, and I would cry. And I might look over and see the person in the car next to me looking at me. Now, can they tell that I'm crying? Maybe not. But, if you got that ugly cry, they like, something's going on, right? When you're going through, you don't care who sees you. It doesn't matter. But I will tell you this. It's important to live your life to the fullest ability that you can, because it's yours to live. And people always say it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. I don't know how true that is. But I know I feel good when I smile, and I feel sad when I don't. And I'm saying when I'm not smiling, you sad? No. When I'm frowning and I'm pissed, or I'm upset, or I'm sad, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm pissed. There is no smile with that. But when I'm filled with joy and I'm happy, that's when you see it. You see it come alive, right? You see it come alive, and it's like, So that song that I was listening to in the car yesterday, I Hope You Dance, is beautiful to me. And I thought to myself, in this life, I can only hope people dance. Dance to what, TT? To the beat of their own drum. Because it's your beat to dance to. We don't know when, what they say, the gig is up, the jig is up. Right? We don't know. We don't know when God's going to say, come on home. We don't know. But what I do know is that we're supposed to live abundantly and make the best of everything we have. big and small. Life is such a beautiful gift that we unwrap every single day. But what do we do with the gift after we unwrap it? That's the question. So here's another quote. And this is by Ma Pete. Everyone who sits on a sofa watching Match of the Day is a top soccer expert, as you know. So if you start to worry about such people reading your story and saying that it never happened, you're going to freeze up. You're writing fiction and your characters can do whatever they need to do to them. I don't quite understand that. But I would look at it and say, we're sitting down and we're looking at life and we become experts. Whatever situation, whatever we're watching, we become the expert, right? We can share our version of the story with anybody however we want. How will they know if it's true? They don't know. They weren't watching it with us. When you're doing whatever it is you do, you're sharing your story. Now, some people may be watching that you know, and some may be watching that you don't know. But just understand that somebody is watching. And although you can go and say, as they said in that quote, you could say,